So, I'm gonna try something new. I don't really know much about this. However, I was asked to do a vlog for my move. So, first things first, for those of you that's new to the channel and have no idea who I am, my name is Tess, and I was a Floridian for 37 years. I decided to move to Dallas, Texas. Um, so on October 16th of this year, 2020, I completed that move. Um, so I get a lot, asked, why? What made you do Texas? Um, so I visited here a couple different times, and I just really fell in love with the Dallas area. To me, it was a lot like Florida, so it was almost kind of like I would be home, but not home, because Florida's always going to be home for me. um, and yeah, so I decided to transition here. um, I decided to do this in 2019, and I kind of kept it to myself. I didn't say anything to anyone. And as we all know, the pandemic hit, I believe, like March, April, something like that. And, I kind of got discouraged because I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to move. However, that was not my case. I still searched for it. And, one day I was talking to my mom, and, I was telling my mom I wanted to move because prior to the decision to move from the state of Florida, I tried to buy a home, and I got all the way to 30 days before closing. And if you've ever bought a home or tried to buy a home, like 30 days before closing, like you're at that home stretch, you're at the end, and my loan was denied. Needless to say, I was devastated. So with me, there's really no plan B. There's just always a plan A, and I have to rework it to figure out how to make it work for me. So I went back to plan A, and plan A changed to moving to Texas. And I prayed. For those of you who don't pray, that's cool, but I pray. I'm a firm believer in Christ, and I love the Lord. But I prayed, and I asked for two very specific signs, and I received both of those signs. So I knew that my move was going to be okay. So fast forward to the pandemic. I didn't think I was going to move anymore because of the pandemic. Like, who moves in a pandemic? But also, who buys a new car in a pandemic? Me. I did. Just believing God, for everything. So, as I was saying, I shared with my mom that I wanted to move to Texas, and she's like, go for it. And I'm like, really? Because I'm a mom of 5, and my mom is very, 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 very close to my children. She has a really close relationship to them. So I didn't think she would be so cool with the move. And she was. And, we talked about some things, and we ironed some things out, and we got that squared away. And, I think that was like June or July. So I began to process my move. I shared with my significant other that I wanted to move, and he didn't really say much. I think he was processing the fact that I was gonna move away, and he was still gonna be in Florida. But we're gonna do this long distance thing. However, that's another different blog. So yeah, I began to buy things. I started flying out here to figure out what I needed to do. Initially, when I decided to move to Texas, it was supposed to be to the DeSoto area. However, I chose not to move there because it was just, so far out. It's a nice town, but I didn't feel it was for me, so I decided to stay in the Dallas area, and I tried to find apartments. And anyone who has ever moved to a different state and has tried to um, find apartments, online, would know that it's not impossible to do, but it's very difficult. So of course I enlisted the help of a realtor, and she was fantastic. Um, so she is the one who helped me find the place that I'm in now. And yeah, so I've been here in Texas since October 16th. Today is actually November 4th. Yeah, because election day was yesterday, so today is the 4th. So almost a month, but not quite. And so far so good. The first week I got here, it was cold. It was listen, baby, baby. When I tell you it was cold, okay? It was cold. This was not for me. And then, my mom came with me that week. So I had my mom here with me, and then she left. And then, like, after my mom left, I'm like, okay, I got to figure this out now. And then, like, the following week, it was like even colder, and on top of that, it was raining. Like, the fuck? Like, no, I wasn't used to that. I told you I'm a Florida girl. Like, my whole life, my whole 37 years of existence, I was a Florida girl, so cold and rain just is not it. And I'm not talking about, a little bit cold. Like, it was like 39 to 44. 44 was a high. I ain't know nothing about that. So I'm still learning. And I'm going to take y'all on this journey with me. More than likely, I'll be sitting in my car, so we'll figure it out together. But I guess this is entry 1 into my vlog. Stay tuned for more.